And Secretary Clinton, I know you've both talked about the patience with this and, of course, the inflamed tensions not only around the world, but certainly that we witnessed here at home, at college campuses and more. I know Secretary Clinton, even in remarks that you have made when you've been speaking publicly, have been interrupted by protesters, shouting "Free Palestine." What do you think is important for people to know about how difficult this process is and what's occurring now in the Middle East?
Well, I certainly understand the frustration, the passion, the intense feelings that so many people, not just in the United States, but literally across the world, feel about the horrible suffering of the Palestinians and certainly the terrible consequences of October 7th on the Israelis. It is something that you have to recognize is a legitimate response to seeing the humanitarian crisis. However, everyone needs to now take a deep breath and say, we're going to end the conflict. Let's hope and pray. And now we have to do the hard work. And the hard work is literally, as Condi and I have said, day after day, step by step. You have to build some level of trust. You have to quickly get services of all kinds, adequate nutrition, medical services, some kind of temporary housing. You've got to begin to deal with the terrible needs of the people of Gaza. You've got to do everything possible to lay literally the groundwork of a rebuilt Gaza, living in peace and security and giving their children a better future. That cannot be done by merely being upset or feeling intensely. It is a hard boring of hard boards, as Max Weber famously said. You have to bring people together over and over again. You have to avoid what will be, I am sure, provocations to try to disrupt the process. You have to be focused on the final outcomes of the 20-point plan. So we are now where I hope everyone is happy we have arrived, which is this ceasefire, end of conflict, return of hostages. So let's now support this process and bring it together, not just in a nonpartisan way in our own country, but literally internationally as a great global commitment to try to bring peace, security, stability, and a better future to the Middle East.
If I could just say one thing, I live on a university campus, and I would say to young people, yes, I understand the passion, but also try to understand how hard this is. You know, one of my colleagues asked some of the young people who were yelling from the river to the sea, from what river to what sea, and they did not know. So this is a moment for education also of why this has been hard. And there's plenty of blame to go around, but hopefully we're going to get to the place that Israelis can live in security and can finally be accepted in a region that they, by UN mandate, were given a state. Hopefully, Palestinians will be able one day to govern themselves. But I hope, too, we recognize that there are going to be ups and downs in this process. There will be provocations. There will be those who try to turn this around. And everybody just now needs to stay the course. And maybe this hopeful day in the Middle East will lead to a hopeful future.
Well, Secretary Rice and Secretary Clinton, first, thank you for your faithful service to our nation. I hope everyone understands we have someone who served in a Republican administration, a Democratic administration, and agree on so much about just how difficult the work of diplomacy is, but how important it is in educating people about the history. So thank you both for this long and really fascinating discussion.